In this video today, we're going to take a look at the surface area of cones and how to find the lateral area and surface area of a cone. So let's start here with the net of a cone. A cone has a circular base, just one circle. So obviously in that circle, the important thing would be the radius. Okay, then it has what's called a slant height. So this would be called the slant height. We use a cursive L for that. Okay, but that is the slant height. And then there's the actual height, which would be straight from the middle of the cone straight up. That's close there. Try that again. There we go. All right, and that is going to be just our actual height, h. Let's take a look at the basic parts of a cone first. Very important that we know what these are before we get into this. So the top point up there, that's called our vertex. The red line that I have going straight down from the vertex down the middle of the cone is your height. This, which is not an actual line, but it looks like it is on 2D, that's your slant height. This line right here, that's our radius of the circle. And then the bottom down there, that's called our base, our circular base. So now for the formulas. The formula for the lateral area of a cone is pi times the radius times the slant height. And then for the total, we're just going to take that and add in one base. All right, the base is a circle, so pi r squared. And with that in mind, let's jump right into some problems here. Find the lateral area and surface area of the cone in terms of pi and rounded to the nearest hundredth, so exact and rounded. What's great about this problem is that we know everything. That's not going to happen very often, but we do have everything we need for this one. So let's go take a look at our lateral area, which is pi RL. So that's pi times the radius, which is 5, times the slant height, which is 13. So our answer is 65 pi square centimeters. And if I wanted the rounded answer, I could type 65 pi in and get 204.20 square centimeters. Okay, for our total, we're going to take that pi RL and add pi r squared to it. I already know pi RL is 65 pi, but I'm going to add pi times r squared. So that's 65 pi plus 25 pi, which is 90 pi square centimeters. And if I round that, I get 282.74 square centimeters. Second one, we don't know everything here, but we actually do know everything that we need to know. We don't know the height, but the height is not part of any of our formulas here. So it's not important that we know it. So let's start with our lateral area, pi RL. That would be pi times the radius, which is 16, times the slant height, which is 34. So our lateral area, now it says to round to the nearest hundredth here, so we're not doing exact. So we type that all in as 1,709.03 square centimeters. For our total, we're just going to take that answer that we got, so it's going to be L, plus pi r squared. So just take this and add pi times 16 squared to it, and our total would be 2,513.27 square centimeters. Number 3, find the lateral and total of a cone with radius 8 and height 15. All right, so here's the first time that we're going to have to do a little bit of extra work. Let's start by drawing a quick cone here if we can. The radius is 8. And the height is 15. But remember, we don't want to know the height. We don't care about the height. what we care about is the slant height. Luckily, we see something that we've seen a lot this year, a right triangle, where we can use Pythagorean theorem to solve for L. And L would be 17. All right, so now I can find my lateral area. Pi RL, which is pi times 8 times 17. It says exact in terms of pi, so 136 pi square centimeters. And then for our total, we're just going to take that 136 pi and add one base to it. So 136 plus 64 pi, and our total is going to be 200 pi square centimeters. Number 4, find the surface area of a cone with base circumference 25 pi and a slant height of 3. So once again, we don't have everything that we need. So let's draw in a cone. We actually don't know R. We don't know H. We know the slant height is 3. So it says base circumference of 25 pi. So circumference equals 25 pi. Remember, our circumference formula is 2 pi r. Divide by 2 pi, we should get r equals 12.5. This is actually, I made a little typo here. It's not supposed to say slant height 3. It's supposed to say slant height 13. Sorry about that. So let's change that right now. Slant height 13. All right, so now we can find the total surface area because we have everything that we need. So total is going to be pi RL plus pi r squared. So that's pi RL plus pi r squared. All right, so it doesn't tell us to round or exact this one, so let's just round this one to nearest hundredth, which means we could type this all into our calculator at once. Make sure to try that at home. And I'll be doing that as well. So 12.5 times 13 times pi plus 12.5 squared times pi. And I'm getting 1001.38 square inches. All right, so last one, find the slant height of the cone below. So we got T equals pi RL plus pi r squared. I know the surface area is 60 pi. I know the radius is 5. I don't know the slant height. So that's my formula. Let's clean this up a little bit. I get 5 pi L plus 25 pi. Subtract 25 pi to both sides. I get 35 pi equals 5 pi L. Divide both sides by pi. I get 35 equals 5L. And divide by 5, I get L is 7 feet. And that's all for the video today. Thanks for tuning in to our surface area of cones, and we'll see you next time.